This video is going to show you how to get into both Canvas and to begin the setup process for MyMathLab. So I'm going to go to the MJC website, mjc.edu. Here in the upper right, there's this Canvas icon, so I'll click on that. And that takes me into my Canvas account, and there are a lot of announcements here, but I could just get rid of these announcements by clicking on the X's. And then I'm going to see these tiles. So I'm going to click on a tile for the course that I want, and then it will show the modules. So in this course, you can see a bunch of different things, and I'm going to get into Student View. So this is actually more similar to the view that you would see. And when you want to see assignments, I would click on Modules, and that will then show you all of the assignments that are here up and coming. So you can see here's the intro module, and then week 1 I've got it hidden because it's not published yet, but it will be published at the time when those assignments are given. Now, if you want to get into MyMathLab, the very first time you should set up an account. So I would go to MyMathLab and Mastering. And then it says here, open MyLab and Mastering. And you're going to see this screen only the first time before you have entered your information. So it says end user license agreement, so it basically has all of this stuff that you can read over or just skim at your leisure. But when you are done with it, you're going to see here, if you accept it, it's going to then ask you to sign up for an account. So it says sign in with your Pearson account, and if you've ever used a Pearson product for another class, like psychology or some other Pearson textbooks, you would have that account and you'd use the same username and password. If you have not yet signed up for an account, I would create one, and then you'll enter all kinds of stuff, your email address and all that, and then when all of those fields are full, you will create the account. My personal advice is when you have this screen up here that you either take a photograph with your phone or that you take a screenshot, which I'll show you how to do in class, but that you keep this information. I've had students in the past who have used an email address and they made a typo, they signed the wrong thing, and then they paid for an account and then wanted to get some help, but they couldn't get that help from the email address that they gave out because the help information went to the wrong email address and they forgot what it was. So it's really important that you get this correct. Once you've created your account and you have gone back and signed in with your username and your password, you should see a screen something like this, and this is actually an old screen. This option to get temporary access, I believe, has been removed. But anyway, if you click on this access code, then you're going to get a screen that looks something like this. And so that access code again that you bought for $59, when you open it up, and you should see, I believe there's something that you have to scratch off, but when you've scratched it off, you will see all of these digits, and it will tell you which digits should go in each of these little boxes, and so you will enter those digits there. And when you click Finish, then it should give you access immediately into MyMathLab. The other option is to pay the $103.95 using a credit card, but if you are able to get that cheap code from MJC's bookstore, I would advise it. Once you've completed the one-time sign-up process, the next time that you go into MyLab and Mastering, it'll look like this. And this time when I ask it to open MyLab and Mastering, rather than asking me to give it a bunch of information, it's going to show me all of the options that are available. And it's loading up I believe my assignments page. It may have some announcements, but now I am inside the MyMathLab course. And I can click on assignments here, and it will show me what's due next. And we can see here I've got a readiness check, section 1.1, and so on.